Guys, welcome back to the channel. It's a rough one. Brighton 4, Chelsea 1. Let me say that again. Brighton 4, Chelsea 1. I mean, guys, as I mentioned, growing pains. I keep harping on the same thing. When you change managers and he hasn't had the luxury of a pre season to at least work with the players. And I wouldn't even go so far as to say to bring in his own players and this and that, but at least not having that sort of time to work with this group of players to imbibe his ideas of football in them. And to obviously just without having the benefit of freebie preseason games to test things out, to test out ideas. It's always going to be a gamble. It's always going to be a gamble. We see what at least I see what what Potter tried to do at away today at Amex Stadium against Brighton, where he started with it was really more or less a back three, and then the wingers, the wing backs were really wingers playing as wing backs. They weren't really wing backs because they were not tracking back. The back and the wing back means that you should be tracking back to defend. And neither Raheem nor Pulisic were tracking back. And so both Kukurea and Trevor Chalobah were being overstretched. And when they got overstretched, guess who also got overstretched in the middle? Thiago Silva. So guys, it's not surprised that we're making a lot of errors in the back. When you have when you're effectively playing with three men at the back against a team that's pressing high, and the boss did not make the necessary adjustment. I felt he really should have made some kind of adjustment, just like he did against Man U. He didn't have to wait till halftime to make the adjustment. And so when it's clear that we were not set up well against BHA, it was only bound to cost us at some point in time. And all three of their goals came as a result of basically defensive errors. All three. The first goal was as a result of Silva. He had the first half for Silva was horrific. I don't know what happened because he's been an excellent player up until today. So we're just gonna go ahead and chalk that one up and just throw it in the dustbin where it belongs. These things happen. Then of course they had the two own goals. It's what it is. I'm not going to even talk about the fourth goal. Basically came when the game was pretty much all done and dusted at injury time. So yeah. So their first three goals were pretty much as a result of just poor defending and just our defense being overstretched, overworked, and just not properly set up right to defend against the opponent. What the opposition was bringing to bear. We weren't properly set up, and so that's where Potter got it wrong. It's clear early on that our two wing backs in Raheem and Pulisic were not matching up well. They weren't getting the job done, and BHA, Brighton, they were, set up to basically take advantage of the spaces that were being left behind Raheem and behind, Pulisic. So both Trossard and Gross, I mean, they had, and March and all, Solly March and even Gross, who was playing right back. They just had they had all sorts of space. They had a field day. So I mean, there's really nothing much to add to this bad result other than my hope is for Graham Potter to tinker less, especially when we're playing against strong teams. I mean, BHA is not an easy team to play against, whether home or away. They're a difficult team to play against, and in fact, I believe last season and even the season before, I don't know if Chelsea even beat them. I know last season we drew against them home and away. So this is not like an easy 3-point game. So this is not the type of game to be playing, with three, the defenders and then a whole host of attacking players who were not necessarily, coming back to give us enough numbers in the defensive phase of the game. And so, especially when Potter had both Chilwell and Aspilicueta on the bench. I mean, I really feel like he just should have, if he was going to go with 5 at the back, he just should have gone with a traditional 5 at the back. He still could have played Cucurella at the left, center back, but he should have started Chilwell at left wing back, and he definitely should have started Aspilicueta at right wing back, and then the rest of the squad can pick itself. I mean, at least it would have been nicely balanced in the back, and then we can use that defensive platform to give ourselves a chance to get a result or to even win the game. But as the team was set up, the team didn't have any. We didn't have much of any chance. Notwithstanding that we had a few half chances, one or two good chances here and there, but the reality is that overall, Chelsea was outplayed and deserved to lose this game. So, guys, how do you feel about this today's result and Chelsea's prospects for top 4 football? Over there, still a lot of football to go. Spurs won today. Newcastle won. Man U hasn't played. I mean, we're going to be dropping down likely, possibly to like 6th or I don't know, 7th, who knows, by the time all the dust has settled. So it's this is going to be a long season. Potter really needs to tinker less when you don't have the benefit of preseason to imbibe your ideas of football. What you should do is just do the safe thing, tinker less, concentrate on what actually worked previously prior to you, Potter, arriving on the scene. Concentrate on those things that worked. Play the right personnel in the right positions, and then you can make minor tweaks and adjustments little by little to gradually put your own tactical imprints and philosophy in the team play. So that's just the way that I feel. Guys, please like this video, comment below, and subscribe to my channel. Take care. Have a nice weekend. Bye.